As of recent, or maybe it's been going on a while, have you felt like something is missing, but you just can't quite put your finger on what? Or you're finding yourself overthinking, second guessing, maybe feeling disconnected, whether that's in general, socially, maybe with your work? You are likely missing the most rewarding and important relationship that you can have in this human experience, which is the relationship with yourself. Hi, my name is Julia, and I am a certified Dharma life coach, and I have spent years deep in this work. I'm also known as that self-care friend, the friend that people come to when they're feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or just craving clarity. But I did not become that person by accident. It happened because I rebuilt something that many of us are not taught to prioritize, which is my relationship with myself. Building this relationship has changed everything. I have found clarity in my career path. I have a deeper trust in myself and my path, and I found strength through grief and heartbreak. I am excited to share in future videos more about my story and how my dream life is literally falling into place. This video kicks off a 6-part series where I will share the core pillars that I have found to be essential in building a relationship with yourself based on my journey and my work with clients. We are not taught how to build this relationship. In fact, growing up, we are taught to really perform for others. We've all heard it. Be a good boy or be a good girl. Don't get in their way. Don't make a scene. Or you should know better, just to keep others comfortable. As children, it was essentially for survival, since it's typically our caregivers or other authority figures who are giving us the instruction. And it's only what they know best at the time, and that's okay. But when we take those patterns into adulthood, then it takes us away from who we really are. Then many of us wake up someday feeling like something is missing. For me, the turning point was after losing my younger brother. This was just under 5 years ago. And as I progressed in that healing process, I found myself asking, is this the life I really want? Why does everything feel like a performance? Why am I working this job that I'm pretending to find meaning in? Is this long-term relationship that I'm in still aligned with me? I found myself constantly searching for answers outside of myself through therapists, through podcasts and books I was consuming, managers at work. While all of those absolutely helped to some degree, my greatest realization is that we are all capable of finding the answers, most answers, because we aren't meant to do it all alone, but most answers within ourselves. I have finally gotten to this place where I'm able to find most answers within myself and trust myself and take action accordingly. This transformation did not happen overnight or over 6 weeks, which is about how long this series will be. And it is still unfolding, but I am in the best, most at peace and grounded place that I have ever been, despite a lot of uncertainty still in my life. And I am so excited to share what has helped me. Now, before we actually get into the series, why is a relationship with yourself so important? Your inner world creates your outer world. I'm sure you have heard this at some point. What does this even mean? Your inner world, or how you think, feel, and relate to yourself, shapes how you show up, what you tolerate, how you interpret situations, and the energy you bring to your life. When that inner world is chaotic or filled with self-doubt, fear, or stress, it shapes how you see everything around you. You might interpret neutral things as negative. You might second guess kind people. You might sabotage good opportunities, and not because they're not real, but because internally you are wired to expect something different. So when your connection to yourself is strong, when you deeply know and trust yourself. That peace that you have been chasing starts to feel accessible no matter what is going on in life. This series is your invitation to begin rebuilding that relationship with yourself in a way that feels real and grounded. And I trust that you know by now that self love or self care is not simply about surface level things such as nail appointments or retail therapy. It's about being willing to first confront some not so pretty things with honesty and compassion before becoming this more confident and grounded version of yourself. What I am covering in this series is what I wish I would have had when I was feeling lost, and it's what I would give a loved one if they started questioning things in their own life. Thank you so much for being here, especially if you have stayed until the end. I am so excited for this series since getting to know your authentic self has been the most impactful part of my journey. Please don't hesitate to drop a comment sharing about what season you're in, and do not forget to subscribe so you get those notifications when I drop the additional videos in this series and beyond. Thank you so much for being here.